It was me and Floyd who sat, the two of us, in my house in Sandton. And we asked the question, what is the next step? My answer to him was, Floyd, we must make sure we don't go back to Polokwane if we are going to fight back these people. We must do everything in our power to stay in Johannesburg, because in Polokwane we will not get the necessary support we want. We gathered every little resource that was left and made sure we serviced our rent for the whole year. Then took a decision that we are going to fight them, and we are going to fight them hard. We did so, both of us, joined by many other revolutionaries in the journey to build this solid organization. Not a single day did I feel that Floyd is in a business of trying to betray me. Yes, never, not on a single day, showed me any sign of disrespect. Yes, always showed maximum respect to me and always expressed his views to me in a respectful manner. There's never been a day where I thought me and Floyd will not see each other the following day. We have always looked forward to seeing each other, to exchange ideas robustly. But there's something boring about him. Every time we drink, he waits until he gets sharp, and then he isolates me to a corner and wants to sharpen some idea he believes I didn't hear it proper. And that time I'm focused on dancing, even when I don't know how to dance. The guy will be trying to put some perspective into my mind, but he doesn't know because I'm more experienced than him. I will call either Mbuyiseni or Vuyani and say, come and listen here. This is a very important point. Then he comes and shifts his focus to Mbuyiseni or Vuyani. That way I disappear. And then I will see him the other day. He's a thinker. And he writes around 2 a.m. in the morning. And he can't write without seeing the stars or without the moon. When he writes, he wants to sit outside and connect with the Spirit and his God. He's a strong believer in God. He's a very strong believer who, when he wants sharp ideas, despite having read a lot, he still seeks wisdom, so that whatever he writes makes sense. We complement each other like that. We are not in a competition with each other. And I've made it very clear to Floyd, the day you get tired of me, don't go and organize against me. Just tell me, I think you have served your term. It is time to go. I will leave without putting up a fight, because I will know it's a friendly fire and it comes from a good place. The problem starts when you start organizing against me, and I hear it in the corners. I'm very ruthless against people who do such things to me. So never try that with me. And he knows that, because I've never lost a conference in my entire life. And no one I supported has ever lost a conference in my entire life. I'm a tactician. I always plan my way. And I always plan to the extreme. When I get married, I imagine the day of divorce. I don't stay on the day of happiness. I've already lived my day of divorce. Even when they visit me, they will never shake me, because I've seen them before. I plan in advance. Even with politics, the day I get into a position, that is the day I prepare my exit. That's why I will never trouble you. When they expelled me, I never put up a fight. I went to farm cabbages, and they followed me. And once you follow me, I told you, do not conspire against me in the corners, because I will plan my comeback. And when I do so, I'm very ruthless. I don't play games. And I do so without hesitation. I tell you on your face, a war has been declared. Let's fight. Because I'm not a coward. I don't conspire around against those I work with. Comrades, let me thank the Shivambu family. I know what you have went through. I know what your children are going through. Some of them will never be employed because they carry your surname. By virtue of the association with Floyd and me, worry not. The revolution will never swallow its own children. It will look after them. It will never abandon them. I know that Floyd bought his parents a house, and at some point, they wanted to take it from his parents because they wanted to inflict pain in him and throw his parents away. And when he told me that story, that the house of his parents was in danger, I had no worry at all. Nothing shaken me because I knew he was now paying the price. That's what you must pay Floyd for standing against the establishment. They will not in exchange give you roses. They are going to fight back, and they are going to fight back very hard. When that visits you, do not despair, because I've been there before. The only thing I did, I confronted them, and I was too young, and I confronted them and I won against them. I'm too old now, married man with 3 boys. I can't be scared of them. When I was not scared of them when I was young. Don't be scared of them. They always threaten. They've got no teeth to bite. They want to see to what extent can you push. And I've seen you pushing against the establishment. And the establishment is not happy with you. And they know that you are not happy with them. The feeling is mutual. I thank the Malema family. Just 3 weeks ago, SARS visited my aunt's home because his son was associated with me, and that because they wanted to inflict pain in me, they could not find me. They could not stop at anything but to go and intimidate my aunt in a house with her husband, which has got no address of my cousin, has got no name of my cousin, but because they knew where the mother stayed, they just wanted to bully her and intimidate her. When my cousin called me, I was at the school of my child, my last born, with my wife, playing on a carpet. I did not see his so many missed calls because the boy was so scared. He didn't know what was going to happen to his mother's house. And when I called him and I asked him, what's happening? Why so many calls? He said SARS and the sheriff and this and that were at my mom's house, so I didn't know what to do and all of that. I just responded to him in one way: I'll call back, do not worry. And that's when I started pressing the buttons. Every politician needs his Indian. I called Mo. I said to Mo, there is a problem coming, and I can tell you we are at 99% of resolving it. No amount of those things can ever intimidate me. And even with person who comes with such problems, I've seen it all when I was too young. I've lived a life of an 8-year-old at 42 years old. So I carry with me the hopes of lots of families, and I have no reason to fear, because if I'm scared, these families will be in a devastated situation. My family has always stood by me. My aunts have always stood by me. My cousins have always stood by me. My friends have always stood by me. I am nothing without you. That's why I will forever be indebted to you. All of you have always come around me and made sure that you provided a wall of protection. You still do the same to date.